Hello, Gaudi, and welcome to your science lesson for this week, week 3, Monday, the 18th of January. This is all about human needs. Oops, where's my cursor? There you go. Right, can astronauts take food into space? Turn to your partner, pause the video to have a think. This is what NASA said. Imagine you're going camping. If you were going camping, you would need lots of food to take with you. You would also need some equipment to cook with and eat with. Your food would need to be stored properly to avoid any spillage, so you might need some containers or bottles to keep your food in. After finishing your meal, you would pack away all your camping equipment and dispose of all the rubbish that you've got before you go home. Well, for astronauts, it's a little bit like this. However, they have an oven for heating their food, but they don't have a fridge, which means any food that you would need to keep in the fridge, you couldn't take with you. But you will need to take food that doesn't go off, especially if they've got long missions. This astronaut is called Chris Hadfield. He's a Canadian. He spent a lot of time on the International Space Station. The International Space Station is a large air spacecraft in orbit around the Earth. It serves as a home where crews of astronauts and cosmonauts live. The space station is also a unique science laboratory. This is a video of Chris Hadfield, and it shows you what it's like making food on the ISS and why astronauts can't have fruit every day on the space station. The link for this is in the playlist. I'd like you to pause the video here, okay, and go and watch Chris Hadfield's video. So it's in the playlist. Pause this video, pause the learning video, and go and watch Chris Hadfield. When you've watched that video, then come back to the lesson. Recap from the video. What have we learned so far? Space food is packaged to be flat, airless, and not mixed. Food needs to be dried and not fresh so it can be preserved for a long time. Preserve means to keep it in the same way so it doesn't go stale or bad. The food needs to be reheated or rehydrated to eat. Food needs to be easy to prepare because of the microgravity as it floats around everywhere. Your task that next time you go shopping or one of the adults in your family go shopping, you could try some dried fruit. This is very similar to what astronauts would take up into the space. Here are some examples. You could try some dried, in this picture at the top, you've got dried banana, dried orange segments, and apple and cranberries. Have you ever tried winders? I think you might have. And there's freeze-dried strawberries and lyobite. There are lots of these, especially in the young children's section with dried fruit. Before you try it, we would like you to we want you to do a little investigation. What does the packaging look like? What does the food look like, feel like, smell like, and taste like? You're going to use each of your senses step by step. We'd like you to share pictures of you completing this on tapestry. You don't have to write this down, or you can if you want to. It's your choice. You could create a little video trying the food and maybe saying what it tastes like on your tongue and the texture. We look forward to seeing all the dried food that you've tried. Thank you, Gaudi.